The Old Guard 2 is out on Netflix, sequel to the 2020 action film. This was directed by Victoria Mahoney and has a returning cast of Charlize Theron, Kiki Lane, Matthias Schoenaerts, Marwan Kenzari, Luca Marinelli, Chiwetel Ejiofor, with newcomers joining in Veronica Nyo, Henry Golding, and Uma Thurman. The story starts 6 months after the events of the previous film. Uma Thurman, who as we later find out is another one of the immortals, and in fact the oldest one of them all, manages to find and recover Quinn, the former friend slash lover of Charlize Theron character Andy. Quinn, 500 years ago, was thrown into the ocean, locked in an Iron Maiden, as we were shown in the previous movie. Out now, she wants revenge on the world and also on Andy, who she believes abandoned her. But also, Uma Thurman is up to no good. Some of the immortals no longer want to be immortal. Those who no longer are immortal would maybe like to be immortal again. Yada yada yada. What matters is, the first film was fairly well received by audiences, but I thought was a straight up bad movie. This one is even worse. The most important thing you should know going into it is that it's not a complete story. It's kind of an Empire Strikes Back situation where the movie ends with nothing resolved and the real action is just around the corner. So if you're not willing to invest more than the 100 minutes that this film has, just be warned. Of the things that are in this film, most make no sense and are fantastically stupid. The setup for the plot is, I think, very interesting on paper, with the emotional drama between Andy and Quinn, but the movie ends up doing absolutely nothing interesting with that, and instead insists on having some grander background plot going on with Uma Thurman, who also, for some reason, does nothing interesting throughout the movie. The characters keep being mopey, teleporting around various locations for no reason, having conversations which should carry some emotional weight but actually don't. They have various silly fights, and also they keep explaining to the audience the deep lore behind the immortals, which in the previous movie we were all told there isn't any lore, but nobody knows how it all happens and what are the rules. Now it turns out there is a lot of lore and a lot of rules, but of course very little of it makes any sense. The entire final act is absolutely stupid. No logic to it, no excitement, nothing. The movie looks ugly. It's another example of the flatly lit, flatly shot Netflix movies designed to look okay on your phone. Dialogue sucks. There is no character depth or interesting performances. I mean, Chiwetel Ejiofor could be removed from the film, nothing changes, and he's not given anything interesting to do in it. He's just completely wasted. And honestly, the best thing to come out of it is, I think, it can serve as a fantastic example for a lecture at film school, where you can put side by side the comparison of the final duel from Kill Bill Volume 1 between Beatrix Kiddo and Oren Ishii with the duel at the conclusion of this movie, but because both are one-on-one fights at the end of a film where Uma Thurman uses a sword. Both take place at night, both take place in an outside location, but aside from those elements, they couldn't be more different. The Kill Bill fight has emotional weight, stakes, great performances, great costumes, lighting, camera work, fight choreography, music. And then you look at each of those elements for Old Guard 2 and they're all just non-existent. The contrast would be staggering. So yeah, definitely no reason to see this film at all. It's a waste of 100 minutes. Not cool, not fun, not exciting, not funny, and definitely not impressive. Typical streaming slop.